Hey CIA 400, it is Alex here, and we just had a whirlwind class tonight with a visit from George White and your CIE elevator talks, and then a great but short discussion activity on global citizenship. So I imagine that all of you are now just anxiously awaiting the outcomes of the presidential election and all the other elections going on. Me too. Hope it turns out great. Um, I wanted to take some time, thank you to Katie for reminding me to do this, to talk about the presentations that you have coming up on November 29th and December 6th. We don't have a lot of time in between now and then to discuss this as a class, since we have the change game next week and then Thanksgiving and then blah. So I wanted to just do a brief screencast to talk to you about what I'm asking you to do for the fun presentations and go from there. You have 15 minutes maximum in order to, I'm trying to highlight it, in order to do your presentations. You will be scheduled already in the, I'm scanning all the way down in the syllabus. So on November 29th, this is the week after Thanksgiving when we have no class, so that's not far from now. These will be the order of events. We will start right off the bat. Rama, you drew the short stick or the long stick or whatever. You're the lucky one who gets to go first. We will go through these in this order. You have 15 minutes. Each of you has 15 minutes in order to present. I've given you a minute in between to make the transition. Those of you who are online, you'll just be doing it from online, and you can share your screen using the magic of Zoom. So you just need to, if you're going to use slides, you just use the slides from your end and share the screen. We will go all the way through with Julia being the last one on that day, and then the next week we'll start with Siraj, Lucky Siraj, and we'll end with Maureen. Maureen, I put you at the end because I thought that way you might be able to, I hate to say this, but all of these will all be lovely presentations. Maybe you can sleep a little later and then just come in at the end, and that might be a more reasonable hour for you. That was my thought. All right, so enough about that. Now you know where the timing is and when you're going to do what you're going to do. Here's what I'd like for you to do in your presentations. I would like for you to split it up over those 15 minutes or less into three big sections. One is spend a couple of minutes just introducing the problem. Tell us what the problem is and why we care. This is your research problem. This comes off your annotated bibliographies, right? Same thing you've been working on, but now you've hopefully focused a little more. Then I want for you to tell us a little bit about the main categories that are relevant, or the main findings that are relevant to your topic, to your problem, that you found in your synthesis of the literature. Make sure that you include or account for a comparative examination of something in your synthesis, all right? I just want you to talk about how you're comparing what happens at one place versus another. You then can conclude by suggesting a substantive problem or puzzle that arises. So you're just following this outline in your presentation. If it makes it even easier, you can do it like this. You can start with an introduction. That would be 1 minute. A background and theory. That would be 3 minutes. A research question with explanation, 2 minutes. Research synthesis, 7 minutes. And then future directions, 2 minutes. There you go. You're about up to 15 minutes at that point. So it is very straightforward. If you would like an example of what these have looked like in the past, these presentations, I'm just going to move this over here. You might be familiar with this page. I don't know if you've seen this before. This is our CIE 400 page. If you go to the archive section and then you go to the discussion video from fall 2014, and you scroll down here, final presentations, part 1, class recording only. And then the beginning is just me setting up. Then you go a few minutes in. For comparative examination of an educational case, situation, policy, or topic that is relevant. This is me just blathering on about the assignment.
As efforts have been made to examine the magnitude.
Look at this. You can see examples from everyone who presented as part of the class that day. You can watch the whole thing if you want. It's all there.
And they usually don't even enter these reintegration methods because they
So take a look at this. Take a look at the examples that come from that other semester, and I think that will help you think about what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm going to pause, and if you have questions, you're going to let me know. Okay, I paused and I'm then back. You're excited, I know. Here's the other thing. If you have questions about how to write your research synthesis, because we haven't had a chance to talk about that directly in class, I have some videos that I recommend you watch. They're linked right here. I'm in the syllabus that you all have access to. They're linked right here in the syllabus right after the description of the assignment. There's Critical Synthesis Literature Review 1, 2, and 3. These are each about 15 minutes long. So on the week of Thanksgiving, when we don't have any regularly class scheduled, if you're sitting around from 4 to 7 p.m. on a Tuesday and you wonder what you should be doing the week of Thanksgiving, take 45 minutes and watch these. All you have to do is right-click, open link. Howdy folks, Alex here again, back to talk to you about your critical synthesis literature review assignments that you've been working on throughout the semester, and hopefully something that you see how every one of the written assignments has been pointing toward. Okay, so that's me talking to you in a video that I'm recording. All right, weird. So there are 3 of these. They will go through some of the background related to critical synthesis literature reviews. If you have the impetus, I would suggest that you watch them. I really am excited about seeing what you're going to put together. Remember that you're simply synthesizing what you've already done for your annotated bibliography. There are some tricks that I will give you to, or hints, tricks is probably not the right word, that I will give you in these videos, but I think they'll be helpful nonetheless. If you have further questions or you're concerned, let me know. I'm happy to talk about it. And remember that the actual written synthesis is not due until December 13th, so you have quite a bit of time. You'll be presenting earlier than that, obviously, but the written synthesis isn't due until December 13th. Okay, that's the fun times that we have coming up. If you have questions at any time, please let me know. Please contact me. I'd be happy to talk about what you're doing.